Okay guys, Humans for Targets here, and I got another gun today that I'd like to test out, and I just went ahead and got this one new. I was going to look around for a used one, but I decided just to go ahead and get this one. Like I told you guys, I was going to get a Smith&Wesson M&P full-size 9mm to try out, but what I ended up deciding was I wanted to go ahead and go with the 45. I like the 45 caliber round, and I didn't see a lot of things on the 45. I saw more videos and things out there on the 9mm, so I just wanted to go ahead and get the full-size 45 and, you know, do a test and video series on it. So here it is. Really nice gun. I like it. Really nice fit and finish. Feels good in the hand. I have the medium back strap on here for now. That's the one that feels pretty good to me right now. So after I shoot, we'll have to see, you know, how that turns out. Some of the things I like about this gun, I can tell you already, is that it has the lower bore axis. The gun sits nice and low in the web of the hand, and you get a good purchase right here, and the bore axis is low. I'm always a fan of that. XD has a very high bore axis, so we'll have to get on with that when I do my review on an XD. Okay, anyway, I got this gun with an extra option on it. You don't have to get, but I wanted to get it just so that you would, just so I could show you what you can get on this gun if you wanted to. And that extra option is the ambidextrous 1911 style safety. Smith really did a good job on this gun with that safety. You just flip it up, and now you know you can't pull the trigger, and then just push on it like you would if you were carrying a 1911. You really don't need this safety. This has the Glock style trigger safety mechanism in it with the firing pin block, the striker block under the slide. But for those of you that don't like to carry with one in the chamber, this may be an option for you where you carry with one in the chamber and then you got your safety on. So it would give you just a little bit more security when you're carrying this pistol as far as you know, safety reasons. But you don't really have to have that on. Sometimes what I'll do is when I carry this gun and I go out and about, I'll go ahead and flip the safety off while it's in the holster. I just reach down when the gun's in the holster like this. You know, this part's exposed. I'll just reach down and flip the safety off when I'm carrying a style of gun like this. And then if I go to take the gun out and I got to move it around or sit it somewhere, then I just go ahead and just click the safety on. But either way, you know, you don't have to get it with this. This is makes the gun about, I don't know, $30 or $40 more than what it would be without it. So I like it though. This 45 has a 10-round capacity. Pretty nice magazines. Like I said, fit and finish is very good. I really like the tactical jimping and the wave lines that Smith did on this M&P. Kudos to you, Smith&Wesson. I know they watch my videos. Sights are pretty good, but the downfall of these sights, in my opinion, is the circles are too big. I like a smaller, more precise dot on my sights where the white dots are there. I like them just a little bit smaller. But they're very bright. They're not night sights, but they're very bright and easy to pick up. Has the rail for, you know, flashlights and lasers. Ambidextrous slide release. Now I shoot left, so this gun is really good for me because it has, you know, that ambidextrous slide release also. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take the pistol down for you. Pop your magazine out. Turn the takedown tool 1/2 turn like that. It's your takedown tool. Lock your slide back. There's a little sear deactivation lever in here that you need to push forward. What you're basically doing is, there it is right there, I don't know if I was off camera. This is saving you from pulling the trigger. It's basically like pulling the trigger. It's a sear deactivation. It's like manually pulling the trigger from inside the gun. So it's just kind of a safety feature. So once you get that forward, then you want to rotate your takedown lever downward like that and release the slide. Make sure that lever stays forward like that, and then your slide will come right off the frame. And here's the internals. The frame rails are not real beefy. They're not real heavy duty. I'm sure they're adequate for the gun, but they could have been a little bit more heavy duty on the frame rails there. I'll tell you another thing I like here. First, here's the slide. There's your firing pin safety or striker safety. Most all these gun companies pretty much copied exactly off the Glock when it comes to that. There's some differences in these guns, but a lot of them pretty much copied straight on with that. I'll tell you one thing I really was impressed with when I took this slide off, and that is this this very nice heavy-duty coil spring that Smith uses in there. It's a very heavy gauge, good quality spring, and also a steel guide rod. So kudos to you again, Smith, on that. I kind of like that. I kind of like that deal. This one, as you can see, is capable of firing with the magazine removed, so I don't have to remove the magazine disconnect on this one. Now to reassemble, just put your slide back on, and when you pull back, your lever flips up, and then you put your takedown tool back into the grip. When you put your magazine in, that pushes back up your sear deactivation lever in there. So, all in all, I'd have to say right now, I'm really liking this gun. Smith & Wesson did a really good job. I haven't messed with one of these too much up until this point. And like you guys know, I want to start doing a series on testing guns, but the only thing is I don't have anybody to borrow guns from, so everything I do, I have to buy. I have to purchase myself. So, I still want to do this, though. I think it's really helpful, and I think it'll make for some good videos. The next series of videos will be me shooting this gun at the range, and I'll show you how the accuracy is for me and what I think of it, and just basically let you see how it runs. You know, I'll take maybe 250, 300 rounds and let you see how this gun performs with that. It does have the loaded chamber indicator hole where you just kind of look down on top. Honestly, guys, I don't see a need for that hole there. Kind of wish that wasn't there. But for whatever reason, that's the way Smith & Wesson likes to do things. Trigger's not bad. It's got some take-up. It breaks pretty crisp. I'm not real happy with this noise, if you can hear it. I'll put it by the speaker. Hear this noise? I'm going to have to get in there and put some Militech and hear that, Stubby? I'm going to use Militech. Militech is great. I'm going to have to put some Militech on some items in there and see what that rubbing is on that when I'm, you know, doing the take-up on the trigger. Now when I take the slide off and I pull the trigger, I don't hear that rubbing in there. So it's something to do with something that's hitting on the slide. So I'll get into that, and if there's a problem, Smith & Wesson's got a great warrant guarantee on their guns. I've dealt with them in the past on issues, and if I needed something, they would just send it out to me without asking any questions. They were very easy to deal with, and one time I had to send a gun back to them, and they actually had FedEx bring me a box and packaging to my door that was labeled for Smith & Wesson, and all I had to do was put the gun in the box, and the guy took it, and Smith paid everything, shipping both ways, and just, you know, took care of the problem of the gun. So as far as their customer service, you don't have a thing to worry about with Smith. But next video, guys, it may not be my next video, but the next video with this gun will be me shooting it at the range, and I'll let you see how it can take on a few hundred rounds, and let you see how it shoots, see how my target looks when I'm done, and then I'm going to start carrying this guy just to give you an all-around review of what I think of it. So far I'd have to say I give it a 10. The way it feels, the finish, the fit and finish is great. Really great. I kind of like the 1911 style safety. Like I said, you don't have to get that. But we'll just have to see and take it from there and see how it works out. Alright everyone, Humans for Targets,